Yeah, we chilling. All right. Yo, welcome to the broadcast. It's your boy, AK underscore Ishasha. Oh, shoot. Okay, anyways, we're chilling. Welcome to the broadcast. How we doing? We got Xfinity Racing action here tonight from Salt Lake. Minor mistake in the title, but we're not going to talk about it. I'll go through our commentators in a second. So I'll do it right now. We have me, Diamond, AA, and Colby. Colby's currently AFK, but I'll go ahead and switch it over to our main game. And yeah. So, welcome to Salt Lake. Minor mistake in the title, I know. So I'll run you down through our starting lineup after we just had qualifying. Sleesher puts him on pole. Then we had the 12 car Scorched. Then Cinti in the 89 Tesla. We got Waternet in the 77. The 1 car Juan. The 07 of Godzilla. The 97 of whoever. I do not know. I apologize. The 29 of Beluga. Or that's probably Bow Wow. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's Bow Wow. 29 of Bow Wow. The 5 car of Ron. And the 8 of someone. I do not know. So yes, we're doing 65 laps here for the Division 1 race. I mean, not the D2 race. And this is the race before the playoffs begin. Yes. Boo! Yes, 2 people on our commentators are Christmas out, especially Diamond. You got the elves, Santa, candy cane, Christmas, what's this called? Santa hat. I have the Santa hat and nothing else. I have a gun on my back. That's funny. That's funny. Let's see. Let's calculate this. We're doing 65 laps, and the qualifying times were about 43 minutes. So this race should take around 276,2795 divided by 60. This race should take 46 minutes and 5:58 seconds if we go caution free. And they are pacing. We're going to undeafen. Colby's back. Yay! Colby, I didn't hear what you said. Really? Oh, we've been live.
Oh.
I did the intro myself. Yeah, that's why I was on deafen for so long. Anyways, race predictions for the commentators, guys. What do you guys think? Oh my gosh, I cannot hear you. Oh my, what is happening? Wait, hold on. I honestly cannot hear you. Wait, what happened? We're under green, but we can't hear the comment. Oh my gosh, Sleesher just got sent. Why can I not? There we go. Okay, I can hear you now.
And already, Sleesher falling far back.
Yeah, that's not a penalty. I don't know what is, as he just got right.
And look at what just happened to Senti. I don't know if he took the turn high or not. Look at Senti. He's going to just barely miss it. They're all going to miss the tire barrier there.
Here comes Waternet up to second.
As we're watching Senti now.
He's going to dive.
And look at Sleesher! Sleesher making it, trying to make.
About getting punted.
Yeah, Sleesher already infuriated in this race with whoever.
Look at Waternet. He's going to cause a both guy 3 wide for second.
And now Sleesher back in P2, our pole sitter for this race.
They were 4 wide for a moment there. They're about to go 4 wide once again going into the corner.
And who's going to have to take the shortcut? The 13 backs out so he doesn't have to.
He does the lead. One of the biggest stories coming into this race was Alter, your points leader at 470 points, 1 win on his season with 7 top 5s. Recently signed with Adrenaline Motorsports at the last minute, so he is now driving the 8 car instead of the 88, as he has been all season, as he's making a move around the outside of 13.
Yeah, look at.
Look at Sleesher again.
I was about to say, look at Sleesher. Just peeking in, trying to make a move, and he hits the wall off exit.
The same issue. He's diving it too low, and he's getting tight.
Oh, and the 7 and the 1 car.
They're going to get locked up. And as this is all happening, look at the amount of time Senti is gaining on.
And someone has to take it. Someone took the funny thing. Oh. That means he just backed out.
Slow.
And Sleesher down to the inside.
Trying to make a move. He pinched the 29.
Sleesher probably going to make a big sin there going into this next turn.
The 07 going to have to.
The 13 and the 8 are going to be the ones to watch.
Look at Sleesher. He's using that rear quarter panel on Goji, and he's basically telling him, get out of my way, and he's going to do it right here.
And there he goes. Goji has to run it wide, and Sleesher actually runs a good corner for the first time this race.
He gains a lot. Oh, look at this.
That front bumper has seen it all on the 17, and we're only 4 laps into
Since he ran the corner super wide and lost a bunch of time, and now Sleesher was on his back bumper exiting, but then he lost it all.
With Seni leading right now, he is 4th in points, so if he can manage to snag this win, he may be in the championship running a lot deeper than he would be coming into this race.
As you see, these two have basically pulled away. It is about almost a 2-second gap here, with Goji and Beluga following right behind them.
Waternet, who was...
The 13 are going to be the ones to watch here, because those are top 2 people in the points.
Yeah,
Waternet
it's going to affect a lot.
Waternet currently battling for last place with 113, who is 3rd in points.
Look at Sleesher.
That's the bump.
Sleesher's looking for an opening here.
Will Sleesher make a move down the inside? No, he doesn't. But he knows since he's gonna run it wide, and he does. And now Sleesher takes the lead of the race.
Really wide for Seni right there. Not a mistake that he would want to make later on in the race if he was battling for the lead.
Oh, and Senti sends him.
He sends the 17. Now Seni's trying to make a move for the race lead once again, trying to cross over him if they go through the final corner of the track.
Hit the wall. Here comes Beluga. Here comes Goji now for second. And they're going to be side by side, but Seni will clear him on the front stretch.
Gonna watch these two going down to turn 1. Since he just keeps on going over that bump in turn 1. I mean, he gets the exit off of that turn, but then, I mean, it's not working out for him in the long run. As you can see, Goji now getting to his outside here in the hairpin.
Seni, last week's winner.
Or a point, just the top 2 are passing each other.
As we talk
like
about the top
quiet
2 in points, let's take a look at Scorch right now, who is 2nd in the point standings as we speak. Currently sitting in 7th, trying to make up some ground on everybody as he nearly sends it onto the 8 cars. The 29 goes wide in the corner. He's going to come back up into Ron. But yeah, the 8 and the 13 in this race, both 1-2 in the point standings, and they are currently struggling
Oh,
out
it's
on this
Scorch
track.
hits the wall off exit. I mean, we just have a 5-car group that hasn't gotten separated yet. But it's bound to happen soon.
Look at this. Senti is gonna miss the corner big time. He's gonna get thrown off.
Oh, yeah, he hits the invisible block.
Huge mistake from the 89 so early.
He's gonna get out of the way
spinning
though. Here's a
around.
huge group of cars coming his way, and we got a car over here sitting in the track.
What?
That's 113, I think. He's just sitting in the sand pit, and now he's gonna pull it out.
Multiple
That just sounded
drivers-
terrible, but
Multiple drivers having multiple issues, all in a points battle. 113 third in points, Senni fourth in points. Not what they want to see. Not the mistakes that they need in order to maintain their points position.
Yeah, we're going to go back to this big group again. You can see Scorch leading it. Now Cincy. Scorch goes super wide, and Cincy's going to capitalize that, and Scorch is going to lose about 2 positions maybe if Waternet can get the exit.
yeah.
But he doesn't.
We look
just
back here,
looking-
Beluga making his first start in D2 here. He's gonna send Waternet
And Scorched.
gonna send Scorched, and he's gonna take that. He's gonna take,
Yeah,
I
that-
think, the 6th spot. Yeah.
The newly signed Adrenaline Motorsports driver of Beluga trying to make a name for himself in D2.
Oh!
He's gonna get sent up by Scorched almost.
That helped him though. I
gonna
the
say
corner,
that
look
helped
at this,
him.
Look at
113's
113.
Yeah,
113
is
sat
just
in
sitting
the-
still
sat
the
in
game.
grass.
I don't know if 113's trying to like wait for someone to get revenge on, or he's just driving slow.
We're getting reports he's having engine problems. Okay, lagging here, but yeah, it looks like this group's finally getting the breakout a little bit, or at least Beluga is. But there's still a big pack. We got somebody just
Oh, for
overshot the corner
113.
back. That's 113.
Yeah, 113's just not having it right now.
Straight into the tire barriers at the end of turn 1. That is not what
Now
he
we're gonna
wants
watch
to
the
do.
battle for second as Juan caught back up to Godzilla and overtook him, but Godzilla now wants that second place position back.
Sleesher currently sitting pretty going down the front stretch and down to the turn 1 with a near 4 or 5 second lead as of right now. Juan was the favorite to win the championship going into the playoffs, but he's fallen off and he's fallen to 5th. Currently right behind Senni by 1 point, so he's looking to capitalize on the other driver's mistakes.
Yeah, now you see Beluga and Waternet going side by side coming out of turn 2. Does enter the hairpin now. We'll see how Beluga overtakes him if he just sends it wide.
And big crossover move from Waternet there coming out of the hairpin. He's going to go rocketing down the backstretch.
Looking at Sleesher, just still
For the
continuing.
first time this race, a lot of separation now between the drivers.
Sleesher lost that lap about 7/10 on Juan.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Juan's-
Sleesher still has that good pace. He could just be saving a little bit.
Yeah, Juan is looking to possibly get himself back into the battle for the championship. He had a great start to the season
And
as Lucas
Sleesher-
sends it down on the inside.
Sleesher goes completely wide, almost hitting the penalty.
And Juan actually gets, I think he's getting closer and closer every lap.
Juan down the backstretch, now into the corner where the sand trap is.
Barry.
He's hot on the 17's tail right now.
Just trying to see if he can hit better marks than Sleesher at this point. I don't know how much he's pushing it, but it's going to come down probably to maybe fuel mileage here.
Juan was in the wall.
Guys,
off of
look
the
at the
corner.
time gap. He will gain about a second that lap because of that mistake.
Yeah, and
in
Sleesher went
turn
really
3.
wide in turn 1.
Yeah.
Currently, Senni right now sitting 4th. He is 4th in points. He's looking to get himself into a very strong cushion for the championship battle. Because if he wins this race, he is very well in the top 3 in points. Because 113 currently not looking to have a good finish. He's just already a lap down, possibly multiple laps down at this point of the race with the amount of issues he's had.
Yeah, we've
So
gotten
look for
reports
Senni
from
to be
his
a threat.
team. We've gotten reports from his team that he at this point is just trying to finish the race, and drivers have wished him good luck on the radio. So this could be a terrible day at this point. I think one of these got to hope for a caution before pit cycle begins, because if he stands any chance of getting good points day today, knowing the people in front of him, it's not looking so great right now.
And we have a little small 3-car pack here with Beluga, Ron, and Alter going down to turn number 1 right now. Ron goes really wide as the 8's trying to find a way around him. As you can see, his teammate starting to pull away within the hairpin as he goes really wide on the entrance there. And Alter still trying to find his way around that 5. They go down the backstretch side by side. Katana clears him as Ron goes really wide. The 5 into sand trap. He loses a ton of ground. And now it's just his teammate Sight right ahead of him. We go back to
Look at
Sleesher.
this battle up here in the front. Juan is still, he is actually, this lap is inched very close to Sleesher. Not to his bumper yet, but Sleesher took turn 1 again, bit too wide. And let's see the time gap here, 2.9 seconds that lap. I think it's going to be less, and it will be dramatically less, 8/10. And
As
look
he
at
goes in
Sleesher,
the
he's going to make a
grass.
big mess up. And
Huge
almost put in
mistake,
the
and
wall.
Juan's right there.
Sleesher's going to
turn
go wide
2.
again on turn 1. Here we go.
Juan. Here comes Juan around the outside trying to make his move. He's going to use the
He's gonna
bumper
come
here.
He's on the inside. And Juan
And
is your
Juan
new leader.
takes over the lead. Juan takes over
What
the
will
lead. as
Sleesher
they
do
go
down the backstretch here?
Down the back they
Down the
go.
backstretch. The hairpin. Sleesher gonna look for an outside pass. Oh, Juan's gonna hit the tire barriers. And here's
Sleesher
Sleesher back on the
not going
inside.
down.
He'll overtake. Can Juan get the
Sleesher
better
not
arc
going
into the
down.
corner?
Sleesher not going down without a fight, but Juan's not going down without a fight either. As they're going to be going down the front stretch. Juan's going to have a big run on Sleesher. Down into turn 1, he sends it down, throws it into the corner. It sticks perfectly, but Sleesher's
Great
trying
corner
to
there.
make a
But he's gonna go
crossover.
wide. Here comes Sleesher. Clearly passes him. Another crossover. Look at this.
Through the bus stop they go and into the hairpin. They're side by side. He
Another
gives him the
bump.
bump.
That actually helped Sleesher out, though. They're now going to go racing down the backstretch. Sleesher with the lead, though. And no one else in sight, though, here. Juan's going to send it in. He's going to really send it in. What a corner. A great move there.
A beautiful corner. Perfect at that for Juan, and that got him the lead once again.
And Sleesher's going to hit the wall. And Juan's now going to have a big gap, a decent gap here on Sleesher. He is now your new leader. But Sleesher's still trying to fight and see if he can get back up to him.
I'm surprised that's even legal.
I am also surprised.
Did cut the grass just a little bit, but
I
hey,
am
there is no
surprised
penalty
by that.
there. No
Nothing been
penalty
called
there,
yet.
but Will
But
be
I would
looked at by
say
the officials. Will be looked at by the officials.
nothing
to see
gets-
if he has to give up that position or not.
I'm gonna say if that happens, if nothing gets called, I would say that gives grounds for Sleesher to do the same thing. As here goes Sleesher's gonna look on the inside. He's gonna
Down to
dive
the
it.
inside, almost contact.
Basically on Juan's bumper. Juan's gonna slow him down, and he's gonna get rid. He's gonna. Oh my God! He just lost a lot of time. Sleesher's gonna get the lead.
Not sure what happened to Juan
Juan's-
there as he's gonna hit the pit wall, and Sleesher's trying to pull away from him.
I don't know what just happened, but Juan just something is not right. He just lost a lot of momentum
As
down
we
that
have-
front stretch.
As we have that 3-car pack still battling between Beluga, Alter, and Ron. They are battling right now coming out of the penultimate corner. And they're 3 wide there. His teammates might contact. The 5 is going to prevail out of this battle. And oh, they wreck! Oh, the 2 Adrenaline Motorsports teammates wreck into the outside wall on the exit of the final corner. They did not stop, though. That will not be a caution. But boy, oh boy, contact between teammates might
Oh my
be the difference between them working with each other and working against each other.
As you see, these guys all just getting very antsy with the
What
race.
just happened to Sleesher? Sleesher went straight to the wall.
And we
Sleesher
got where he
problems.
has experienced lag. That is going to be a lot of time lost. And now Goji is going to look for that second spot. But my question is this, though. Juan, with those little issues when coming off of the last corner, could this affect Sleesher? Or is he gonna do what Juan did to him and gain all this ground back? As now Goji, though, is gonna look for the second spot and is gonna give Sleesher hell for it. And a big bump. Sleesher broke a little bit early, see if he could get a nice arc there, but Goji will not let that happen. Now entering the final corners, Sleesher's gonna dive low. He's gonna slide up a little bit. Can he get it back down? Not enough, though. Goji's gonna put him on the wall for a second. And Sleesher's gonna dive it as low as he can. Not use the bumper yet. And as I say this, look at who has managed to recover his race. Senti, still in the top 5.
Yeah,
He's now going to look at his pals. We have a 3-car pack.
Yeah, do not count Seni out of it just yet. Had he been in D2 through the entire season, he probably would be one of the leaders in the points. Let alone being 4th right now, he would be incredibly higher than where he is right now, sitting 4th as they're side by side for 2nd. Sleesher on the outside, Goji
He's
on the
way
inside.
too high. He's going to slide up. And he is going to get the better runoff, though. Where's he going to go? He's going to stay outside. He's going to send it in, I think, too much. He sent it in too much, and look who's going to look for that spot. Senti is, but doesn't have the grip to make that turn work.
Looks like tire wear is starting to kick in on these drivers, as tire wear does wear on you really quickly here as we're 20 laps in. As Seni's around. He has probably hit the tire barrier once again.
Played him earlier. He's gonna hit it. He took it wide, and it just caused him hell.
Colby Sleesher died.
Another mistake from the 89 is gonna cost him even more ground, and it might cost him a top 5 spot if he does it again.
Colby Sleesher died.
I don't know what's happened here, but we also get word from the officials that they're gonna look over that footage, as it does seem like, at least from what we're hearing from our official king, that he did indeed pass him off the track in the second hairpin. And while it's no longer really mattering at the moment, Sleesher is probably not happy hearing that a decision is being made way too late.
Yeah, throw the top 5 with a 20-second blanket over it, because that's about where everybody is right now. 6th place out with everybody out of the top 5 is and there's another mistake from Seni into the tire barrier, into the sand trap corner.
And actually, as we look at this, you're not gonna believe this, but Goji just chopped off a whole second off of Juan's lead. Him and Sleesher are gaining on Juan. Do they have enough time, though? And can they reach him before maybe a possible pit cycle?
Well, Juan might possibly be saving his fuel and tires just to make it to whatever lap that he can, because right now he is catching Beluga and Ron. I'm not entirely sure. No, Katana is within that pack still, as well as he's not coming in. I thought he was coming in there. Looked like he just took that corner
gonna miss
really
the turn
sharply.
bad. And he's gonna lose a lot of time to Goji. Another second chopped off there.
Oh, but Goji goes wide.
Oh, he's gonna go wide. Here comes Sleesher.
Is there enough room? Yes, there is. Hardly any room there. Goji very well could have gotten pinched into the wall.
They're
side by side into the hairpin. Sleesher, I think Sleesher tried forcing Goji on the bump.
And there's the crossover move that we always see in the hairpin. Goji's back to 2nd. But that probably cost them some time on Juan. We'll see how it's going to be here. Now going through the penultimate corner as Juan is now going to be crossing the line. Here comes Sleesher.
Sleesher sends it wide. Goji goes it wide, too.
Who's going to get the better launch here? Oh, Sleesher get the ball. Look at this. Scorched is now
Sleesher
on
was,
his tail, and he's gonna move them. He's gonna
Sleesher-
try. He's looking on the
Sleesher was
inside.
hard into the wall.
And Warden had to be pitting this time. Early pit
And
stop,
you know
so
what?
we'll see.
While we actually see this, though, impressive day from our guy who is battling for the points lead right now. Scorch has gone from 7th all the way to now battling for a podium spot.
I mean, this is good for Juan too. He's 22 points under the lead over Alter, and Alter didn't show up today, so I mean.
No, Alter is here. He is driving the 8 right now.
Wait, what?
Alter's here. He's
Oh
driving
yeah,
the
that's
8.
not his normal number, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's now signed to the 8.
Oh.
Yeah, we are
Well, now
getting
we got
pitters. Looks like
we got two more pitters. Ron and Senny over there. Coming in. Ron now down pit road.
And Goji almost hits the wall.
very close call there. As now Warnet, we're seeing Warnet exit pits. But we wait, here's some news. Did Warnet possibly speed?
That looks to be the case.
Oh!
Oh.
Sleesher hit a bump.
Yep, Sleesher lost some ground. In fact, a lot of ground. As Scorch is going to be coming in now. Green flag pit stops. If you didn't know now, they're certainly underway right now.
That Scorch is coming in this time around.
Warnet behind him. Looks like.
And
so,
Sleesher and Goji door banging. Off of the final turn, and Sleesher gets the move done. As Goji sit.
Warnet almost hit him. I want to say entering that pit stop there. I was amazed, but it looks like he's also serving his penalty right
and
now.
Beluga speeds.
Yeah, Beluga
And
speeds
that's gonna
just
actually be
before
that might be
exiting.
big for I guess the battle in the back. As Goji and Sleesher are still battling here. They have the top three has yet to call the pit yet. As we have not seen any of them show signs of thinking about it, nothing. But what I can say though is that now they are not catching up to Juan as they've been
Alter.
losing time.
Now Alter's going to be coming in. As Senny's a lap down, so the top four no, not the top four. The top three are
the only
ones
cars that
on the
haven't
lead lap.
pit.
Yeah. Question is, how long will they all stay out? What strategies are they on? Have they been conserving fuel or tires? That's the question.
I mean, if this race
No
turns
lose-
out,
yeah,
Oh,
another
your
second
leader-
there. And
Your
yeah, we
leader
have
of
word.
Juan. Your leader of Juan is coming down in.
This is big as now Goji and Sleesher still battling. They have not singled the pit yet. They have maybe an extra lap or two to maybe just get a good ground on Juan here.
and Goji tried taking
Juan's
the.
struggling through the corner, trying to get a sharp entrance into this pit stop. A very difficult pit
entry.
road to get to.
Yeah, very difficult pit entry here at Seattle, and it may look like Goji's pitting. Oh, never mind. He just went very slow around that final turn, and now Sleesher takes the lead of the race.
Yeah, Sleesher will reclaim the lead with Goji hot on his tail. They are most likely going to be pitting soon, but Juan possibly looking to make it a one-stop race. If he can stretch it, it's very, very unlikely that he will be able to, but
If he can
Right
get
now
to
it
lap,
seems
if he can get to lap 33, he can do a one stop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He'll either make it barely or he might just be short. We don't know.
well, he'll be coming out of the pits as of right now, and he is clear of the pits.
If I'm gonna be honest here, I'm gonna
One.
take the guess that seeing the gap that Sleesher and Goji have on Senti, I would say they might try and make it to the halfway point, then pit. They're also on that same day, but no.
And Sleesher
here
comes down.
Oh, Sleesher coming down pit road.
Without any
Goji will stay out,
announcement.
and he'll take the lead.
Not sure if that was really scheduled or
And now where's Juan at on track? Juan is coming out of the penultimate corner.
can Sleesher beat Juan outside?
I wonder what Sleesher's tires are at because what?
He'll be coming
Excuse
down
me.
the front stretch. Can Sleesher make it?
He
He's
won't.
not going to. And here comes
Juan's
Senti
gonna get by.
and ice.
Yeah.
Sleesher.
But I mean,
Down
no.
three
But the thing is though,
spots.
Sleesher has the 2-lap greater tire advantage.
Indeed, and that I would say Sleesher has a way better shot at making this a 1-stop than 1.
Yeah.
I would say by
Well,
2
now,
laps
when
maybe.
does Goji come in? Goji comes in now.
And now Sleesher just has to hope that there's no more cautions.
He's going to take the earliest pit stop as he can, or pit
We got
box.
a battle here. Look at what's happening off that corner.
These
Little bit
three
jumping
have
from
been
Alter.
fighting. These three have been fighting all day long. I will tell you that. The two AMS teammates and Ron, those three have been fighting for this position all race long, non-stop, 3 wide, 2 wide, whatever you want to call it. They've been fighting each other for this one spot, and it's been hectic between these three. As teammates are about to make contact as they go down the back.
Yeah,
Alter
Sleesher.
in the 8.
Sleesher only 7 seconds behind Juan, so he's kind of where Scorched is. Oh!
He slammed the grass and hit a wall snag. Senti's now your leader.
Since he is now your race leader, I didn't get to see it on the stream. I apologize.
Yeah, what happened was, it looks on the backstretch, he must have just taken it wide because he lost it in the grass and then hit the wall barely and it snagged him.
That's going to be major playoff implications because if you take a look at the standings, or at least what we have, or at least what we can at least show, is that Seni and Juan are both 4th and 5th within the point standings, and they are both separated by 1 point. So whoever wins this race between these two is going to make the difference between being in the championship fight
And not
being
even
able to
having a
go
contention.
Yeah.
As
And look at
Juan
this,
sends it
Juan's
down
gonna
on the inside, and there's contact. Seni's trying to turn him.
Seni
They both
attempted
go
to, but Juan did not care. Who will get the better arc here on these last corners?
It looks like
looks like
Cincy.
About equal.
It looks like
Oh,
Cincy's gonna
but
get the
Juan
runoff.
hit the
Yeah,
wall.
Juan hit the wall. Now
He hit the wall, and
Cincy
here
side
comes
by
Cincy.
side. Juan
he
tries to
sends
break
it down
early,
to
and
the-
Juan!
Juan's gonna lock it up into the outside wall.
Sleesher.
And now Sleesher up into second.
Third.
Huge
Juan
playoffs.
Juan will keep 3rd, but here comes Ice now on his bumper. Sleesher is now going to be competing for this lead again. As now we're developing a pack of 4.
The top 4 are starting to get bunched up once again. Yes.
Another costly mistake for Juan. He's having the luck that Senti had. Hopefully this happening. He's gonna get in the grass again, but he gets lucky. But no! Ice is gonna pass him for that 3rd spot.
Drama, drama, drama. That's all we can say about what has happened in the past 5 minutes. That is insane with how much has changed. Seni now holding a 2.5-second lead over Sleesher, and Juan, who was leading less
Dropped
than
all the
2
way
minutes
down.
ago.
Dropped all the way
Yeah,
down
all
to
the way
4th.
down to 4th. All the way down to 4th, nearly 6 seconds back, and he's fighting his teammate for 3rd.
And now you can see Sleesher was running P4, and now he's in P2 chasing after Sydney. Since he was in P2 and he capitalized on that mistake that Juan had, and now he's leading by around 3 seconds. Excuse me, 3 seconds over Sleesher.
While there is
throughout
a major
this-
gap between 1st and 2nd, well, if you look up ahead here, there's a group of 3 cars who might get lapped very soon, but kning how battles have worked here at Salt Lake, it could be very costly for
Beluga goes
Sente.
really wide. Beluga goes really wide.
Oh, and
now
someone stuck on the
Alter-
wall!
Alter,
This
big
is-
problems. He loses so much ground on Seni, and he might be going a lap down here.
Your points leader about to get lapped. This is big for the points.
And now we watch Cincy as he's chasing after Katana. And I mean, Cincy, I don't even know what place he is in the.
Very slow for the 29 and the 5. As the 8 speeds on by, he gets slapped by the 89.
Will the 8 send the 89? No, he does not. He's going to let the leader go, but now Sleesher has to get through these lap cars.
Major
He's gonna get
playoff
by Beluga
implications as
And Ron, fine.
your points leader of Alter going a lap down with Seni 4th in points, taking over the lead as he goes
And here
wide.
comes
Look
the
at
8
He's
car.
gonna fight for it though.
Alter's trying to unlap himself. Can he do it coming off of turn 2?
He's gonna make it side by side. No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't, but they're coming into the hairpin.
For the bus stop,
He's
this
gonna
is showing
look
the
He almost sent it.
And is he gonna block Sleesher? No, he's gonna let Sleesher on by.
Whew, that section has been Senny's weak spot. Very, very concerned as to what's going to happen the next time they go through there, as he's had a huge
And now
mistake there
Ice
twice.
is getting, him and Juan are both being blocked while they're battling by these lap cars.
Yeah, and if it wasn't said already, an update on the 113, the third place driver, or in the
Oh, Cincy goes wide!
Oh, he's gonna go wide.
Oh, really?
Yes, hit the
wide
wall.
for Senny.
Here comes Sleesher!
Sleesher
What a
down
pass.
to the inside, side by side, touching quarter panels as they go through the bus stop. Now down into the hairpin. They're gonna give a bump to each other. Sleesher down to the inside.
And Sleesher can
He's gonna
pinch him,
make the pass.
and he clears him.
He clears him going
Venti,
down the
what will he
path
do?
now.
Now will Cincy do what Juan did and get a penalty? Almost get a Oh!
Oh, big contact! They both go really, really wide.
Drift. And look at this. Alter might have a chance to lap himself here.
Alter's
He's still
trying
not
to
No
get
way.
one lap.
Nah.
That would be different.
That actually
He
should
hates
probably be a
the lap
penalty. He
down on the
almost
lead lap.
completely sent him down there. Will Senti do it again? He's gonna look again. Oh, he's gonna hit the wall, but Sleesher also hits it. Sleesher's still gonna have this lead. Here comes Senti. He's gonna go high. Not gonna be able to get side by side here, but here we go. They're gonna enter the hairpin. How will this go? Senti's
Side
gonna
by
look. He's
side.
gonna force Sleesher high. And he's
Sleesher's
gonna
still there.
take up the whole
He's still
track.
there. And he
Sleesher keeps
still
it.
reclaims the lead. Incredible racing for the lead here. as Sleesher's gonna lose the lead, but he's gonna cross over Senny with the bump.
Hey, Sleesher did the #1 racing strategy. Slow in, fast out.
It seems like Senti's getting a little bit desperate too quickly. We're only barely past halfway, and he's lost a lot of time on Sleesher. What will he do here? He's gonna send it in on the inside.
I mean, but
And actually, as I'm saying this,
the
Ryan
desperation
is getting close to
the
them.
desperation does need to kick in for Cincy though, because he has, I think, like 3 or 4 or 5 laps older tires than Sleesher.
Senny outside into
He'll
the
take the
lead.
lead.
Goes Senny
Sleesher
back
gonna
to
give
the
him a
lead.
bump. Sleesher is just gonna stand
stop
still.
on the track.
And that's not good. Here come the lap cars, but also, look who is catching up to them. I think is that Juan over
That's
there?
Juan in the
I
1
do
car
know.
behind the 5.
One in the 1 now, fighting his way back up to the front. He's within the top 3, and if these lap cars keep these leaders slowed up, he's gonna be able to
Sleesher
keep
the
it.
wall.
Sleesher at the wall coming out the penultimate corner. And Alter.
I cannot stress the frustration that Juan and Sleesher are having to deal with right now. They're not moving them.
Cincy
but-
goes wide.
Oh, and
Juan is just basically saying, get out of my way. I have a points battle to fight for.
yeah, but then again, that was Alter, the points leader, that he had to bump out of the way.
Oh, the Juan goes wide.
Really wide for Juan.
He's
Can he make
he's
it?
gonna let the lap cars pass him again.
Now Sleesher and
He's
Cincy, you
trapped
can
in
tell that
between
this
them.
gap is closing.
Sleesher.
What is Sleesher doing?
And big block in the corner.
Again.
Into the wall. And now Juan is trying to come up as he's clear of all lap traffic ahead of him. Sleesher looks to be in trouble.
That is big news for Senti as he can hopefully gain a lot of ground here. But Juan has finally cleared that traffic, like you said, and now he and Sleesher are both gonna have to make back ground. But Alter and Ron not giving up this fight.
Yeah, I can tell Sleesher was gaining time on that lap until he just completely sent it.
One thing that we should also note is that Ron is currently 6th in points, and he is in striking distance to get a top 5 in the
Look at Sleesher closing. Oh!
He's gonna send a
Look
lap
at
there.
Ron!
Juan is
Sleesher.
gonna
Juan.
want to send it, but he's gonna go a little bit high.
Ron sent it
Sleesher's
too
trying
far.
to recover.
Sleesher sent it to the perfect amount as you see all 3 of them using that runoff. And here comes Alta.
He's almost gonna put Juan in the wall. Here comes Juan though. He's gonna hopefully be able to clear him here, but Sleesher finally gets that ground back. But he's gonna take a very slow turn too there, and look at the amount of time he's lost. But can he make it up here on the hairpin?
Yeah, Sleesher's good at the hairpin, and he's good at maneuvering the S's down the backstretch too.
Yeah, looks like Sleecher's got a good job here at trying to get here.
Look at the
On
time
this
he's about to
corner.
gain, too. Look at that. Sleesher has
And
figured out.
Juan's gonna also do a good corner.
Sleesher and Juan have figured out how to just completely send that corner, but get the brakes to lock down enough.
And look at this, Sleesher didn't hit the wall this time, and he's gonna gain a lot of time off the final corner.
But at this point in the race, we know the driver's weaknesses. We know Senny's weakness. We know Sleesher's weakness.
And there goes Sleesher!
Side by side. Senny's almost
Sleesher
hit
pins
the
him in.
wall.
Sleesher pins him into the wall.
At a turn 2, Sleesher's back to the lead. But at this
What will
point in the
Senny
race,
do?
as I said, we know the passing zones and we know the driver's weaknesses. As far as we know, Sleesher is the strongest in this section, while Senny is the weakest. But in this section, they are both equal at sending each other.
And
But
what
it
is
the
Senny
most-
doing?
a big send from Senny.
He's get Sleesher a better position, honestly.
And
he's gonna
he
clear
clears him again.
Sleesher still maintains as they go through
Senty
the
on the
final corner.
inside. What's he gonna
Senny's
do?
coming back.
He's gonna get on his quarter panel. He's gonna almost turn him here. They're gonna be side by side during turn 1.
And Sleesher doesn't even back out. Sleesher keeps his foot in it. Still side by side going into turn 2.
They were drag racing down the front stretch. They're still side by side. coming off the
Sleesher
corner.
leads him into the hairpin. Here they go. Cindy hits the slowdown.
I think
Senny's
Sleesher
gonna go down
braked
to
a
the
little bit
inside.
early.
Senny's to his quarter panel. Isn't enough to pass him. Yes,
Cindy
it
just
is.
threw him into the penalty. Cindy threw him into the penalty.
Down the
And
back
he's
stretch they go.
Hey, that's not gonna be happy.
Does he retaliate? Yes, he does. Sleesher sends him out down into the sand trap. Major ground loss.
Now we can tell now these two are not happy at each other. That could be big for Juan. He is, while he's lost time to the lap cars, as there's a humongous pack back there, this could be big.
Don't count the battle
Sleesher
out just
gonna
yet.
say the same thing that Senti did. What will happen? Entering the
Senny looking
hairpin.
for redemption too. He might
What
send
will
him
Cindy
into the
do?
hairpin.
He's gonna give
And there he
him
goes. He does it once again, side by side. They've been back and forth.
Sleesher
all
though on
race
the
long.
outside passes him.
Yeah, Sleesher gets a really good
What is
exit.
happening back there though in third?
Look out for this battle though, right here in the corner. He's gonna send it down the inside. Crossover move from the 17.
What a great
Good
job
move
by
by
Sleesher.
Sleesher.
Gonna be
200
patient
IQ.
again.
A
He knew what was gonna
200
happen.
IQ, a 200 IQ move from Sleesher.
And look at the desperation for Cindy, just trying to run all of that apron, trying to get as much speed as he can, and just hook the car back on.
Problems for Juan. Very slow into the final corner.
I say Beluga also in the pits now. He's not a factor at the moment
Juan's
though.
pitting.
Here comes
Juan's
Senti.
pitting.
And here
That
comes
is
Cindy
bad
again
news.
down into the hairpin.
Juan is pitting. I repeat.
He's gonna take it
Juan is
wide though. He's
pitting.
gonna lose a lot of time.
Cindy loses so much time.
Juan
Oh my
speeds
God,
on
he
pit
lost
road.
One!
He lost a ton of time.
Major implications for the
Juan
championship here.
One speeds!
Big points implications here. Oh, it's Cindy's
Juan-
gonna hit the tire barrier again.
Major implications here in the
Senti
points
has
battle.
got to realize, and he's gonna hit the wall. Senti has got to recollect himself because he might have just thrown the race away.
And you also got to say about the same thing to Juan, although I did think that it was lag that mostly caused the problem. But he is going to have to serve a pass-through, so if Juan is out of the running in this race, which he most likely
Yeah,
is,
I mean, because Sleesher is
He
right
has-
there. Sleesher is only half of a backstretch behind him.
yeah, Juan is going to have to kiss his championship hopes goodbye after that unfortunate error.
Unless the other two drivers who are in the top 3 speed as well, but I mean...
The big question now is though, can Senti make up the ground?
What?
and
He
finish
misses
off-
pit road!
Oh no!
Juan misses pit road because he had a bump from Waternet. Now, Waternet probably the main target on the number 1's list.
Cindy.
Barnett almost did that to Eitz earlier.
Oh, Sleesher goes really wide down into turn 1.
But Senti
Sleesher with
is going to
problems.
as well.
Yeah, top 2, they have tire wear in their face, and there's nothing they can do about it. They got to think about pitting soon.
Sleesher has better tire wear than Cindy though, because Sleesher pit at least 5 laps before, I mean, not before, but after Cindy. Since he had an
Indeed, and
early pit stop.
That could change everything. And since he got limiter, he did get limiter.
Senny with the penalty. He says lag over the radio.
It will Juan makes it into pit road again. Serving his drive
Sleacher
through.
still stays out.
And
Trying
there
to
goes.
hit the
Sensi's gonna
long-
hit the wall again. At this point, we gotta take a look at the time here. I would say Sleacher's gotta hope to God these lap cars let him by. Cause Senti is praying for either a caution or he's gonna pray that these guys can hold him up.
And Juan currently has the fastest lap
Well, we
of a
have-
49. I'm at 55 with 9.
Well, we also have to keep in mind this, that Scorch is currently sitting in 3rd place. I know he's 16 seconds back, but if a caution were to come out, he would get stacked up right behind Senny and have a shot at getting himself the points lead. If he wouldn't have already, he most likely will have the points lead, saying that of the top 3, he would be the best finisher. So.
And Water missed pit road.
This 13. More pit road implications, more pit road problems. As we said earlier,
And
This is
Senti,
one of the
he's
hardest-
gonna come down pit road.
Since
Yeah,
no,
He's coming down
This-
way early.
yeah, this
I
pit
think he's
road is
anticipating a caution.
this pit road is one of the more difficult pit roads to get onto, especially with how quick the transition is.
now the
Now,
Sleacher
my
pit
thing that I'm
as
wondering
well,
here.
or
Well, no, my question is, wait, no, he's changing his mind.
Strategy
He will
change
not
for
be
the
pitting.
89.
check your MFD
My
for a
question
new
now is,
strategy
though,
option.
what is Senti banking on? Because I do not know how much he has lost even more time.
Since he lost way more time in the penultimate corner as well.
Oh, and Sleacher nearly comes to a full stop in turn 1. Slowed down way too much. Probably was looking out for Scorched. As they come out of turn number 2.
At this
Scorched
point,
looking to
I
go
think
a lap
Sleacher.
down.
And look at
All
Juan
Sleacher
to
has
the
to
back
do is
bumper of
hit his marks.
Sleacher. Juan takes it very wide though, and is gonna get the limiter.
Yeah, he's gonna get the limiter, I think, because of that. And we can definitely look. We're looking.
Yo!
Sleacher just knew! He sent it down into the corner! A major mistake from the 7.
Oh my god!
It's Vegas now. He's gonna get away.
Oh my!
Squeezed too.
Oh my god! That was the
What is
most.
happening?
That was one of the most hilarious things I've ever seen.
That is the commentator curse and a half. Oh my god.
That was one of the most
That
hilarious
Teddy is
things I've
hauling.
ever seen.
Oh
It was an
God.
8-second. It was about an 8-second lead for Sleacher. Now down to 2 seconds.
I think Sleacher got a little.
One corner.
I think Sleacher got a little anger.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, that
Look
was.
at this.
Struggling on the
They're
mid-years. He
very
lost
close to each other. Come on, Senti can get the penalty, I think. Did he?
No.
he didn't.
and he
honestly-
got the penalty, but it was a very slow corner for
And now
him.
Sleacher. No, Senti's paying.
Since he's pitting, he can't handle this tire wear no more.
And he's going
This
to
is
pit
not
now,
good.
but
I
will
don't think he
Sleacher
realizes the
respond?
situation.
Will Sleacher respond, and will he pit? No, he still
No.
stays out.
Senti is gonna stand on his word. He is gonna pit this time. Big possibility here that this is probably not gonna go well. I don't know.
Yeah, you can see
Question is
Sleacher.
though, will he speed?
Oh, they're
Keep
wrecking
an
in
eye
front.
on
Water that's backwards.
Water that's spinning backwards.
We got one. Yeah, that's one car. No caution.
Water net was backwards. Face
Shades
it.
of Shades of Ricky Bobby going backwards in the hairpin. Very, very interesting occurrences here in the apron.
And I wonder
Sorry,
when
hairpin.
Sleacher's gonna pit now.
Sleacher more than likely going to be pitting very, very soon as Senny is clear of pit road. Sleacher still stays out. Waternet's going to get by
I'm
him.
gonna say it was smart for Sleacher just to let Waternet go ahead of him and to battle him to lose even more time towards Senti.
Very aggressive, even as a lap car.
I mean, he's 2 laps down. Just, I don't even know. Just try not
Let
to.
him by. Let him do his thing. And oh my God, he's gonna take the corner wide.
very, very wide for the
And,
77.
oh wow, you almost
That
hit
was
him.
close. Yeah, that was close.
Gonna look
Oh
back
no,
here. I
there's
think at this
contact on
point.
the front stretch. Ron and Senny make contact out the final corner.
One car.
Neither of them spun, nor did they come to a stop, and Ron gives a huge bump to the 89.
Tell
Senti
Ron's
now
probably not happy.
Trying to pass Alter. He was still a lap down. He has got to battle these two. And he will get by both of them.
Now we watch Sleesher going down into turn 1.
He still
Struggling.
stays out.
You can see Sleesher struggling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my question
Sleesher-
is, will he pit just for the tires?
Yeah, Sleesher's got to pit because
That's
he
a-
can definitely make it on fuel.
Yeah.
My question is, he's got a short stop because guess who is in second though? Yes, 21 seconds back, but you still got to keep it in mind because Senti is not that close to him right now. Goji has managed to get himself back in a good spot.
Well, we're going to be coming to 10 to go this time by, so we have to see how everything's going to fare.
And
Yeah,
Sleesher has almost cut the
is-
race totally in half, and it
And
may look
he
like he's
might be
pitting.
coming in now. He's slowing.
Yep, Sleesher is
He's
coming
pitting.
down.
Sleesher pits. Now,
Here comes the guys who might battle for the lead and the win, but Sleesher, can he do a good short stop and get tires in time?
can Goji make it, or will Sleesher file out?
What a
right
stop from
in front of
Sleesher.
Penny?
Here comes Goji and oh, Goji's
Oh,
gonna come
Goji's
down
coming
pit
in
road.
the pits.
This is big. Here comes
That means
Senti.
Senny's gonna be second. Coming out of the pits now.
Sleesher.
Sleesher comes.
Sleesher
Senny
comes
goes
out.
tail.
Sleesher is
What
still
a
the
great
leader.
short stop for him. A great
Senny's
short
hard on
stop
his
for
tail,
him.
but
Here we go.
Sleesher-
Sleesher's on the wall.
But he's in the penalty.
Oh,
He
he's in
loses the lead to Senny.
What just
Senny now
happened?
takes
Leader.
over the lead.
What just happened?
Had to have been
Complete
lag or
defense.
something from the 17, because now he's lost a ton of ground on the 89.
Goji, I think maybe out of this too with that pit stop. We did not see that coming either. But look at this. A big gap. Can Sleesher get to him in time?
But Sleesher has multiple lap fresher tires than Senny does, so he might be able to catch up to him. As he is
Yes,
only
he's
3
gonna be able to
seconds
send it
back.
in way easier.
He has less than 10 laps to do it. Can he make it? If Senny wins, he's more than likely going to be second in the points.
If anyone, he's going to be contending for the championship after being moved down to Division 2 because he sucked in D1. I'm just keeping it 100 since he was horrid in D1. Anyways,
Oh no, you ain't wrong. You were not wrong by that, Isaiah.
I'm just going to keep it 100. What I mean.
We're gonna be completely real, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see the gap here, though. As Sleesher's been running great corners.
Very,
From
very
3
smooth
point
throughout the corner.
from
It's going to-
3.4 seconds to 3.1 seconds. So
He is gaining time. Will Beluga let the leaders by as Senti is now catching up to him?
this would be the one time I don't want Beluga to let the leaders by. I'm being honest. I may sound like a hypocrite, but I don't care what you say.
He's gonna take it very wide, and he's basically gonna give it.
How many laps to go? Like 8, right?
8 to go. Sleesher has got to get going now. I would say they got to do what they did earlier and just start sending it.
Sleesher should be at striking distance in about 2.5 laps. If you
Well,
do
right
the
now-
math. Because if you do
Right
8,
now, it looks like. Well, right now it looks like Beluga slowed down Senny just enough.
because it looks like, because once you do the math, if you do 8 times 0.3, you get 2.4. And yeah, look at that.
2.7.
Decent amount of time gain there.
So now
But
if you
if
do
you
look at
7
how you did
times,
as well.
But if he wants-
0.4.
But if he wants to catch him before the white flag, Senny's gonna have to make a major mistake. Say at the exit of the hairpin in the S's.
I am Beluga. I let Sleesher by at this point. And yeah, Sleesher's gonna make him go wide, and he's gonna hit it. Sleesher will get by Beluga. As now, he is gonna be in striking distance soon. Sleesher gonna send it in, he's gonna go low. It is these two and these two only unless something happens.
Through the penultimate corner, now going through the final corner of the track.
Sleesher's gonna
and
take it
Senny-
wide.
No, but Sleesher's taking that wide, but then tight hook in.
Yeah.
What happened to
Senny's
Goji?
gonna have a good corner. He goes wide. Senny goes wide in turn 1. Here comes Sleesher with a run.
Look at the time
less than
gain.
2 seconds.
And
less than
Balloon's
2
going on the wall
seconds.
back there. Look at this. Sleesher now in striking distance.
6 laps
Senti
to
a good
go,
runoff
5 to
though.
go,
Sleesher
this
with
time
also a
by.
good runoff.
Down
5
the
to go
back,
once they
he
cross
do?
the line.
Sleesher
Oh!
down to the inside. Down both into the sand trap.
Sleesher though.
Huge send from Seni.
Here comes Senti.
Huge send from Sleesher, and Sleesher saying that lag is causing
Tied
more and more problems. But Seni's still gonna retain the lead, and it's like nothing ever
And
happened.
I don't think Senti believes that very much at all. As
They
they're
both
now
were-
both gonna be battling now for this win.
They both remain equal with 5 laps to go, going through the bus stop. Now down through the hairpin. Seni's gonna go wide. Sleesher's gonna try and diamond the corner.
I think
He's there. He's in
equal.
striking distance at the end of this corner. Seni's trying to stay low to prevent the send, and it's worked. It was no, but there's a crossover move from the 17.
By Senti. That did not work out how he wanted it to, and now Sleesher's back in the lead.
Can Seni retaliate? Will Seni do what Sleesher did to him down the backstretch 1 lap ago? 4 laps remain here in Salt Lake.
Oh, so close there. And he is gonna look under. He's gonna get the bumper. He's on him. Side by side here, entering the hairpin. He's squeezing him down into the inside.
It's not enough though. He's still clear of Seni. Sleesher now down the back. Seni possibly going to try and send it here. Sleesher might want to go
Will he
low for this
do?
entrance. And
He's
he
gonna do a
doesn't.
great job. He's gonna get on the inside.
And
but
since
Sleesher's
he
gonna get
parks the car
runoff.
correctly.
Sleesher gonna get the runoff. They're still dooring each other.
Still side by side for this lead.
Oh,
Coming out of the
Sleesher's
final
gonna clear
corner.
him. 3
3
to
to
go.
go.
3 to go here.
3
At
laps remain
Salt
here in
Lake.
Salt Lake.
Oh, it's Senti's gonna mess up the corner big time.
I almost called it the Seattle again, like I did in the title, but who cares?
What can Senti do?
Through the bus stop, now going through the hairpin once more. Senti, the king of sending it down into a corner. Will he show that crown here today in this corner coming up?
Almost does. He still is in striking range.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey,
We have a
jingle
Christmas
bells,
commentary here.
jingle
Bumpy
bells.
ride. We don't want that today.
Oh,
Down
what?
the front
Love
stretch they
God.
go into turn 1, 2 to go.
Hey,
no,
jingle
no,
bells,
no, no.
leash your bells, water that takes the shortcut to get out of the leader's way. Here comes Cincy again. Hey, down into the hairpin, 2 laps to go.
Senti's
To
down
oh,
to the
Cincy
inside.
down to the inside. Here we go on the backstretch. Backstretch time, Sleesher in the lead, Cincy right behind. Water and that trailing right behind them. Oh, Cincy tries to send him, but it
Trying to
doesn't
make a
work.
move for the lead.
I am going to be
Side by side,
protesting
going
if
to the
Cincy sends
penultimate
him.
corner.
Alright, here we go.
Coming to the white flag.
Here we
White
go.
flag.
Cincy hits the wall.
Can Sleesher make it back to the
Senti's
line
just
first? Here comes
Senti.
Seni with a big set. He goes wide into turn number 1.
It's Cincy. He misses the wall.
I think.
Sleesher
think
now
he
has a
just
big lead
Seni.
over the 99. Down into the hairpin.
Constantly. He's saying it's GG. I'm not saying it's over though.
It's not over until the fat lady sings as they go down the back.
What? What? What?
Not there.
Sleesher be mistake free.
Sleesher down.
Stretch.
Big set from Sleesher. That's gonna open up the door for Seni one final time.
What just
To
happened?
the penultimate corner.
He's
Now down through the final third. Sleesher goes wide.
Oh my god.
Seni down to the bottom out of the final corner. Side by side. And Seni is gonna win it at Salt Lake.
What?
What a grandstand finish here in Salt Lake City. Sleesher finishing
Cincy.
second.
It's
And
now.
Seni
In a fight for
Seni
championship.
Senny snags the win, and he's going to be fighting for a championship. He goes back to back in D2.
Anyways, I'm gonna do this.